Good evening, everyone. I'm Lynn Cannon. Thanks for joining us. We'll have much more on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, we have got to talk about this weather. That is hail that hit Huntsville, north of Houston, just about an hour ago. Catherine Merlet sharing this crazy video with us from a popular wedding venue called The Shire. Also, check out some hail we saw on the west side today. This was in Katy this afternoon. We're told some stones were about ½ an inch in size, and that hailstorm lasting about 10 minutes. We have had thunderstorm warnings all over the area this afternoon. Blake Matthews is tracking the rain. What are you seeing, Blake?
Well, things calming down here locally in the city of Houston, but still have a couple of active warnings as we get into our suburbs. So let's start off here. First off, looks like we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning out there across eastern portions of Montgomery County and northern portions of Liberty County. The big storm that we're continuing to monitor is this one across southern Liberty County, a prolific hail producer continuing to push towards the Devers area. So those of you out there in eastern portions of Liberty County, heads up, that storm headed your direction. Another severe thunderstorm warning in effect again, this near the east side of Montgomery County, pushing into southern San Jacinto County and northern Liberty County. This does include the town of Liberty. Heads up, you see that bright magenta color there. That is a hail core that's going to be pushing in your direction. So you have about 10 or 15 minutes to get that car in a garage or under a carport before it moves through your town. All right, here's a look at some of the rainfall totals. 1 to 3 inches have been pretty common. This is a look at the hail tracks. You see a big storm moving there across Lake Conroe, one there from Katy out towards the Cypress area, and then this is what we're tracking here across southern Liberty County. We are in for another round of storms as we get into tomorrow, and another tornado outbreak across hard-hit portions of Mississippi and Alabama. We'll detail it all coming up in your full forecast.